Enough is enough! I am sick and tired of these motherfucking snakes on these motherfucking so-called talk shows talking shit about my Dallas Cowboys. Strap in, I'm about to go off.
Hey friends, Mark Holmes here with my buddy CowboyJobu, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Jobu Sports Report. And now that I got your attention with that opening, the NFL's announced that they're not coming out and doing any of the punishment for Zeke Elliott this weekend. They're not going to announce that. Now, they did announce that Pac-Man Jones is getting another day because of his guilty plea and an incident back in January, which is so interesting because how quickly justice is served with everybody but the Dallas Cowboys. Adam Jones' incident was January, and 6 months later, they've already decided what they're going to do in that one. But yet, here it is, come Sunday, a year later, we're still waiting on the Zeke Elliott situation. Now, what bothers me is the narratives that are out there that have already condemned the poor man. Because as I'm reading different articles, I'm seeing that, the NFL to decide Zeke Elliott's fate for domestic violence charge. Hold the phone right there. The man has not been charged with jack crap. Nothing. The story from the woman has more holes in it than a block of Swiss cheese. The story has changed, it's evolved, and everything else. There are eyewitnesses that said, she asked me to lie for her. There are witnesses that say that I will ruin you. And if the NFL goes ahead and suspends him on that, that opens up Pandora's box for every athlete that's out there to have anybody say, this person did X to me to get paid. They cannot, and I repeat, they cannot suspend him for that. Now, all this other stuff that's going on, there's only one thing that he is actually guilty of, and that is actually Boobygate, pulling the girl's top down. But unfortunately for Zeke Elliott, he is condemned. That's right, he is condemned for any and everybody's actions that happened within 500 feet of him. Now, you want to say he needs to slow down and focus on football? Well, let me say this. Take a look at Odell Beckham, who left the game, season-ending game in Washington, caught a flight from D.C., didn't go back to New Jersey, but went down to Miami to party with the Beeve. That's right, the Jinx, the Beeve, and proceeded to make sure it was a public spectacle. And then the next day have a good old boat ride. And followed it up by going to sub-zero temperatures in Green Bay and making sure that he went outside barefoot and no shirt on to say, look at me, I'm out here. And when he got his butt kicked and didn't do jack crap, proceeded to put a hole in the wall. Yet, we're talking about Zeke Elliott going to a club and somebody else having a fight. He's a bad guy and needs to stay home. What kills me is all of these damn talk show hosts that are out here saying that Zeke Elliott, he needs to get suspended and send him a message. Yet Gronkowski can be a drunken frat boy, can motorboat people in public, can have a boat cruise and be a drunken debauchery, but hey, he's just a party boy. But Zeke goes on a boat and the Coast Guard checks for life preservers, and he, of course, is the bad guy. But really, what kills me is the holier-than-thou Steelers players that are coming out of the woodwork. Jerome Bennis talking about how he's just lost, just needs to do something. Herm Edwards, if anybody needs to be checked for CTE, check him, because he's just got that serious haterade, and it can't just be normal. Because you would think that the Pittsburgh Steelers never had anything bad ever happen. What's interesting, because since 2000, the Steelers had 19 arrests on their team. Dallas Cowboys only had 13. But they're talking about the culture in Dallas. I mean, You had James Harrison, who was found guilty of slapping his baby's mother, breaking her phone because they were fighting about baptizing the child? You had Joey Porter just last January in a fight with a bouncer that the police broke up. You had another one, drunk driving. Defensive back, can't remember his name, sorry. I'm working on 4 hours of sleep after working 10 hours today. Big Ben. Ugh. Do I really need to go into Big Ben's history? So when you talk about Jerry Jones has this culture of just bad guys, like the Dallas Cowboys are the only team that has anybody that's ever had a DUI. Is the only team that ever has anybody that goes out to a club. The only people who have ever been busted for a PED, it's not the case. It's just brought up by you guys out there, you talking heads that just want to talk smack on the Dallas Cowboys. Why? You always go for the top, baby. The number one, numero uno. You want to bring them down. You want to bring Zeke Elliott down. You want to take Dak down. Because when like the incident happened with the autograph cards, I remember seeing articles, endorsements in trouble for Dak Prescott. He automatically must be guilty in falsifying these autographs. Because immediately that's what y'all ran with. Dak Prescott, he did have that one, that DUI. Oh, in college? Oh. You are so quick to try and bring someone down, but you don't even look in your own houses. It makes me sick. Take a look around. Google. I just say Google. Look at some of the off-field issues that have happened around the NFL just the last year. Drug possessions, guns to airports, guns to the clubs, shooting themselves in the leg with their own gun, drunk driving, drug possession, backing into a club. Oh, these aren't Dallas Cowboys players. These are other players around the NFL. So, that's my take on this. If they suspend Zeke Elliott for going out, because there is no domestic violence charge, regardless of what you read, he has never been charged with jack crap. It will literally open up a Pandora's box for every NFL player to get sued or have allegations leveled against them. I'm Mark Holmes. This is CowboyJobu, and I hope you guys join me here tonight at 9 o'clock for my live stream. Hope you guys have a great day.
Hello, fans. CowboyJobu here, and as you can see, the Dallas Cowboys are now officially on the field practicing. They are stretching and doing calisthenics. Football is back, and I can't be happier.